This episode of DNews was proudly made possible by the all-new 2015 Subaru Legacy. It's not just a sedan, it's a Subaru.
Have you ever done an all-nighter? What would happen if you did that for like a week? Would you die? Maybe. Howdy snooze buttons, Trace here snoring away for DNews. We've talked a lot about sleep over the years, but while scientists have slowly been decoding the secrets of animal nap time, we still don't know exactly why we sleep at all. We do know though that if we neglect it, we are screwed. The world record for sleep deprivation is 264 hours of wakefulness, or about 11 days. It was set by a high schooler in the mid-1960s. Researchers routinely keep people awake for 8 to 10 days with no real ill effects. But that's not really the same. By the way, this is sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation is different from insomnia. According to the International Classification of Sleep Disorders, insomnia is a nightly complaint of an insufficient amount of sleep or not feeling rested after the habitual sleep episode, while sleep deprivation is when a person persistently fails to obtain sufficient nocturnal sleep required to support normally alert wakefulness. One happens to you, the other you're doing to yourself. Both have the same result though, not sleeping. When this happens, the human body responds poorly, to say the least. Physically, the brain sends out hormones like cortisol, the stress hormone, and TSH, or thyroid stimulating hormone, which regulates metabolism. Blood pressure goes up, and your metabolism stops processing glucose correctly, creating food cravings for carbs. The overall temperature of the body will drop, and the immune system slows down. Mentally, this causes problems with attention and concentration, irritability, depression, fatigue, decreased motivation, and if it goes on long enough, can seriously mess up cognitive function altogether. So again, it seems that sleep isn't just a lovely retreat from the busy world, but it's also necessary for life. Without it, we can barely survive. After a few days of sleep deprivation, people begin to experience forced brain shutdowns called microsleeps, where the human brain actually shuts down for just a second and goes into sleep mode. During that time, the brain is asleep and the person loses motor function, but not for long enough to feel rested. This was happening to that high schooler who set the 11-day world record. He was basically a living vegetable guy. In experiments at the University of Chicago, lab technicians kept mice awake for about 2 weeks before they died of whole body hypermetabolism. But of course, we can't do that in humans, so we don't really know what would happen if we kept us awake for 2 weeks. However, there is a disease that keeps humans awake for a long time: fatal familial insomnia. It strikes at middle age, and as the name suggests, it's inherited and deadly. When someone in one of the maybe 200 families in the world who has FFI reaches middle age, they will be unable to sleep, and their autosomal systems break down, and eventually they will die of total organ failure after 6 to 30 sleepless months. Sounds horrible. Scientists are reluctant to say that the lack of sleep is what kills these people, as the disease is actually related more to mad cow, but it still sounds horrible. We probably can't die from a lack of sleep itself, but most scientific studies have found psychological effects like paranoia and hallucination take hold and prevent us from learning more about the physical effects overall. Those sleep studies have shown purposefully depriving yourself of sleep can increase risks for diabetes, obesity, heart problems, depression, and of course, large equipment accidents thanks to microsleeps. If you need to recover from a lack of sleep, just sleep. The guy who was awake for 11 days, he slept for 14 hours and was pronounced completely normal after that. There's no such thing as catching up on sleep, but a true full night of sleep will do you good regardless. What's the longest you've ever gone without sleep? I once went for 40 hours on a road trip to watch the last space shuttle launch. I was kept awake by Dr. Pepper, candy, and extreme geekitude. Can you beat my record? Share your sleepless nights in the comments and be sure to subscribe for more DNews and say hello on Twitter too. I'm at Trace Dominguez. Thanks for watching.